Hi, this is Tom Terrence with you here from Taxi Business Advice, and in this quick video I want to talk a little about how to get started in building and acquiring a taxi company. And the reason I've decided to record this video is because I've been getting a lot of clients lately, including a lot of newbies. People who are just getting started in our business or think about acquiring our business. As a side note, I just want to say that usually I hate dealing with newbies because mostly they're full of shit. Because they are not opening a business, but they're thinking about opening a business. And here is an example for you. A note that came along with an incomplete order for my book. Note that the order was incomplete, so this person didn't even give me any money yet. I hope you give me information that I'm not familiar with, or I would want my money back. So they didn't give me any money. We don't even have a relationship, and they start already threatening me. I would want my money back. And obviously, I just tell people like this to go away because I do not want them as clients. And so here's what happens with most of the newbies. Yesterday he was thinking about opening a laundry. That's pretty much #1 business. They're thinking about it before opening a taxi service. So today they're thinking about opening a taxi service. And tomorrow his wife is going to win and going to tell him, hey, you idiot, go get a job. Enough of this thinking entrepreneurial crap. And he goes and gets a job. And so if this is you, if you are at the stage of thinking about opening a business, then please go away because this website, my products, and my services are not for you. Yet, I did have some serious clients, and I do have some serious clients that are getting into our business. And so if you are one of serious clients, then this video is definitely for you, and make sure you watch it until the very end. So, here are the questions that I often get from people that are thinking about getting into our business or thinking about buying a taxi company. So question #1 is, what software do I use? Question #2, how do I price my rides? Question #3, do I need a full-time psychologist working at my taxi business office? Question #4 is, do I lease cars to drivers? Do I do 50-50 or use some other structure when dealing with drivers? Question #5, what should the schedule for drivers be? Question #6, do I need to keep cars in the same place where I have my office? And question #7, how do I choose a name for my taxi company? How do I create a logo? So those are the most typical questions that I usually get. I have more, but this is enough, and I hope you get the picture. And so there's a big problem with all these questions. And the big problem with all these questions is that they all are secondary. So if these questions are secondary, what questions should you be concerned with, and why are these questions secondary? Let's take a look at what you're trying to do. You want to build a taxi business. Taxi meaning you want to give rides to people, and business, the word business means an entity that generates profit. So what you want to do when you say I want to get into the taxi business is you want to generate profits by giving rides to people. And so your objective is profits, right? You want to be making some money. And the means to getting the profits is providing transportation services to your clients. And now go back and look at the questions. Or let me go back a few slides and show you all the questions. And you can look at the questions and ask yourself if these questions are about profits or if they're about providing service. So if you take a look, pretty much all of these questions are about service. They're not about profits. I mean, the one about pricing and about leasing the cars are kind of about money, but they're not about profits. They are about business structure. And everything else is about just operational stuff. And that's the reason why these questions are secondary. So now let's talk about what you're trying to do. Let's talk about profits. Where will the money be coming from? Money will be in your taxi business will be coming from people. Money will be coming from people that you will be giving rights to. So suppose, for example, you want to open a restaurant. So what is the number one thing you want when opening a restaurant? And think about it and answer this question in your mind. And here's the correct answer. Number one thing that you want is a starving crowd. It's not a building, it's not food, it's starving crowd. It's people who want to eat and who want to give you money. So our starving crowd in our business, in taxi business, are people who need rides. So the questions that you need to answer first, to ask and answer first, are who are the people that will be giving you money, and where are these people? And so here's an example for you of what happens when you are busy answering secondary questions. I recently had a potential client. We did not start working together because the client disappeared. Here's what they told me. All I have left at the end of the month is about $100. There are pretty much no profits. And so I start digging, and I ask them to show me their numbers for the last 6 months. And here are their numbers for the last 5 months. Minus 20 grand, negative 10 grand, negative 6.7, negative 5, negative 20. So then I ask them, have you ever had any profits? And the person on the phone says, wait a second, and then they scream to someone in their office, John, did we ever have any profits? So that's what happens when you're focused on the wrong things, when you're focused on the secondary stuff. Because if you look at that potential client, they had their operations stuff pretty much organized, and here's what they had. They had 3 presidents. Do not ask me how a taxi company can have 3 presidents. That's above my comprehension. But that's what they had. They had a VP of marketing. They had 6 dispatchers. They had a VP in charge of corporate accounts. They had an executive director. They have 3 people in tech support. They have IT support. I do not know what's the difference between tech support and IT. They have office manager, they have 2 accountants, 2 full-time accountants, and they have a full-time lawyer. So all of this comes to about 50 grand a month in salaries. So that's what happens when you focus on the wrong stuff, and when you do not focus on the profits, when you do not focus on the things that make business a business. So if that's all the secondary stuff, then what should you be concerned with? What are the questions that you really need to answer, and what are the answers that you should be looking for? So here's the big question pretty much is, where is the money? Who will be giving you the money? How they will be giving you the money? What will they be giving you money for? Why will they be giving money to you, and so on? And here's this question expanded a bit. Number 1, who will you be giving rights to as detailed as possible? So are those senior citizens, or are those busy business executives, or are those families, middle class, that go on vacations and that use your taxi services when their regular cars break down, and so on and so forth. Number 2, how many of them are out there? Number 3, how often will they be using your service? Number 4, how will you keep in touch with them? Number 5, when you need and want new clients, where and how will you be looking for them? Number 6, what problems do they currently have when it comes to transportation? Number 7, how are they solving these problems today? Number 8, why and how are you better than competition? Number 9, how much can you ask for it? How much can you ask for your services? See, that's when you can start thinking about pricing and all that other stuff. Once you know who you will be providing service to, then you can think about how much you will be charging them, not the other way around. Number 10, market trends. Is your city getting bigger, smaller? Is it staying the same? Because I've recently had a few potential clients that come to me and their cities are just shrinking and dying out. And I did not accept those people as clients because there's nowhere to go. I mean, if the city is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, how I would be making money? It is just not going to happen. Number 11, seasonality. Is there seasonality in your city, in your town, in your business? Because I also had clients who come to me sometimes and tell me, you know, Tom, my town is empty right now. Everybody's on vacation, everybody's away, there are no people here. And so my question to them was, well, what do you want me to do? You know, I do not have a magic wand. I'm not a tooth fairy. I cannot make magic happen for you if there are no people in your town. What do you want me to do? I cannot send you a UFO that will have 300,000 people that will need taxes and will start giving you money. Number 12, competition. How much competition is there? What is competition doing correctly? What is competition doing incorrectly? And number 13, opportunity in the market. Where are there gaps? Where are there opportunities? Where are there markets that are underserved? And so if you look at all these questions, what you'll notice that you do not need a taxi service to answer all of these. You can go and you can do your research before buying a taxi company, before starting a taxi company, and that's exactly what you should do before getting into all the operational questions and what kind of software do I need. Because honestly, you may be just fine starting with paper and pen and starting making money this way, and then getting software, investing as little as possible, and making as much as possible in profits, which is actually the point of having a business. And so take a look at all these questions again. I'll post a PDF of this presentation below this video, and if you need help with all of these, then go and check my Taxi Business Transformation Program. Even though the program is for businesses that are already established, you can also use the program to get started in the business. But in order to do all that, again, these are the questions that you need to answer. I hope this video was helpful. Go find the answers, and once you do and need more help, come see me and talk to me.